All right. Nerdsy, is you ready?
I think I am, but yes.
Delpesh, is you ready?
Yes.
Not this.
Yes. Yes.
Third time's a charm. I don't know who you're trying to convince, but yeah.
In a world where, it's just a world. This is the vent. I'm your host,
What?
Jamie Hunter, aka J. Hunterville. We got the Nerdsy here.
Hey.
We got Delpesh here.
Yes, I'm here. Yes, yes. Yes, I am.
Due to these guys' composure, I think it's best not ask them how their days are, because as you can tell, it's a joyful, blessed day.
And no, it is. You know, the weather. No, the weather was good today.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna say.
Yeah, like, it must have been the weather today. I don't know.
And something we just have the giggles. I could tell you it is not any drug-related reasons.
No. You gotta be high on life, people.
Exactly.
Like you can't be.
And these guys are in the most high. So, on this night, I think it's
Timer.
I have to discuss last week's pod.
Oh.
Hi, my name is Jamie Hunter. Last week's pod, we had a scene where that was released before the podcast, and a lot of things that were said, a lot of things were stated that we here at the Vent are undisclosed on if we agree or disagree. Now,
I don't think there was a conclusion.
there wasn't a conclusion. It was simply a debate. But nowadays, in the society of having debates, and if you decide to choose a side, that means you automatically agree with a side. Therefore, I, Jay Hunterville, is here to say I apologize. Absolutely no. I'm joking. But I will say, due to the whole context of black women don't listen, I have learned throughout the week through conversation and discussions by many that it is not good. Look at me, because these people are not taking it seriously. It is not okay to generalize women. Okay? Women come in shapes, sizes, different minds, faces, races, and for me to be so specific but not specific, general of a certain group, I don't believe it's
Specific, but not specific. Specific in the sense that it was an ethnic race or a group,
Okay.
but not specific in
I
the
don't
sense
think-
of the subcultures of that group.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't think it was okay for me to generalize black women as not listening. I'll repeat myself. I don't believe it's okay to generalize black women as women that do not listen. Everybody's different. Not all black people like chicken.
That's a real
This is true.
bad example. to
Not
probably
all
bring up,
people
like, the chicken stereotype.
eat pork.
but,
Hence, it works because stereotypes cause a lot of things. Black women don't listen is not factual. I'm going to repeat it again. Black women not listening is not factual. I take this very serious. Okay? Hence why they are laughing. But I take it very serious. And I will learn to be very specific. And instead of using terms as black women, going forward, I will go by your name.
Her
Okay.
name?
I'll go by your name.
Dead.
So, you don't listen. You don't listen. Yes, you. You don't listen. I'm joking. But at the end of the day, generalizing people is not okay.
For those listening,
Because you know
I don't
what?
think that was a joke.
Not every not.
I don't think that was a joke. That was a little. Let's just cut to the chase. What? So, what? You don't have to say the names. It'll be bleeped out in this program. But specifically, the two names that will be recanted and not mentioned in terms of a character trait. What is the trouble with them not using the 2 ears they have? That was God given.
Hence,
Given.
as I, Jay Hunterville,
Wait, I'm like that question answer.
as I, it's not about the individuals, but it is about the individuals.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so there is no individual. If the shoe fits, there's no name on that bullet, none at all.
Shoes the bullet. What?
So if the shoe fits, you can wear it.
Foot Locker champs.
If there's no name on the bullet, but if you want to dive into it, the choice is yours.
Smith and Wesson.
I mean, hence saying, women do listen if you try to put your feet in that shoe. But at the end of the day, it's Black women. No, it's Women Month. That's the generalized. It's Women Month, and I will not be the person to bash women on generalizations. I would not be that individual, and I have learned not to be that individual. It's so easy to be like, oh, you're Black, you like chicken. You're Jamaican, you smoke weed. You're Trini, you like rum. You're Guyanese, you like lots of alcohol. Like, it's easy to generalize these things, but it's not okay to. It is not okay to.
Yo, guys, you watching me right now? I wasn't ready for that, man.
It is not okay.
I wasn't even ready for that.
I am sorry about that.
You know, someone walked up to me one time and said, "You got a lighter?" Like, well, okay.
That is not okay.
That is not. Yes.
That is not okay.
Like,
someone told me, "Oh, you're Jamaican, so you don't eat pork." Says who? I like pepperoni pizza just like any other individual that likes pepperoni pizza. There's some people that say they don't eat pork like pepperoni pizza.
Which actually doesn't.
They ain't gonna say it out loud. But I will, I ain't go snitch.
We're gonna slow time a second.
They
don't like pork, but they like pepperoni pizza. They know pepperoni is pork, right?
Yeah, but the problem is they can't go out there. They can't come out saying that they eat pork.
They can't come out.
They can't come out saying there's pork on their fork. They can't say they dine with the swine.
It is beyond meat, man.
So they're in the closet pork eaters.
Not in the closet pork eaters.
If you want to use that term, that's the term you want to use. That is fine.
No, but
that's the term you like to use. That is your thing. I don't know about pork in the closet because that is.
I get it. It's the people. It's like the same people who say that they're vegetarian, but they're eating meat.
Yeah.
That's even.
I have met those people.
What?
Yo, that's.
What do you think gluten is?
That is a joke and a half, yo.
Wait. So in the front line,
they're like, I'm vegetarian.
I'm vegetarian.
And then they're scarfing down.
But they chew a piece of salami.
Yep.
Or they have brisket.
Yep.
Or they have oxtail.
Yep.
Okay, if you have oxtail is the meatiest of meats. Pause. But it's like if you're eating oxtail, how do you call yourself a vegetarian? Like that's. It not makes sense.
It's a pass. Like sometimes some people, and that's the thing. Sometimes I think
every day, but continue.
They eat it every day.
Let's be honest on certain
colonoscopy.
Some people.
It's a lot of meat for
some
whole week. Pause again.
Some people.
That's a lot.
Some people.
It's a lot of meat.
They will stand by what they believe until the heat is on. Like you don't want to be eating. Then you're a vegetarian here, but when you go to Jamaica, you want oxtail because oxtail is like, I guess, free ranged and everything is good.
So for those listening, what people don't realize about like back home, it could be your back home,
which is true. If it's circumstantial, you're a social meat eater.
So like a social drinker.
Like a social drinker.
Yeah, I don't drink, but if I'm peer pressured or like I'm here where they have,
Please don't be peer pressured by drinking. Please,
if I'm on,
please.
if I'm on a thing, I'm on a cruise or whatever, I will drink there.
And that is okay to say.
It is okay.
That is okay. But if you're going to be regimental, religious, and say, I am this and devoted.
Just say you struggle. You struggle with the process.
Man.
Just say I don't eat pork, but I like the taste of pork.
Nah, not even a struggle.
Just be honest.
Just say the only exception
I'm
I will
lost,
have is
but I
when
want pork.
That is yo. If someone's locking and they just say that, like, yeah, I just eat pork.
I know you might get bun up,
you
but
might get
at least
approached.
the honesty is there.
You might get approached. Please be careful.
I do it. I tell about pork. We bun out pork, brother. We bun out pork.
Honestly, I know you're making your apology speech right now, but
No, I'm done. I apologize.
Okay.
But you can go ahead.
it definitely says a lot when I think it's definitely a conversation in the sense that people do need to recognize their realities and their truths. Especially when it's like, yeah, you are vegan 93% of the time. The other 7% is due to your weekly binging on a pepperoni pizza. Hey, man.
But no one's gonna be like, I am 80% vegan,
But
I eat oxtail.
but
You gotta be
like,
all the way.
I'm 100%.
You know what I mean? You can't be a
100%.
lukewarm vegan.
You can say yes, this is
Warm
very
vegan is a crazy.
When's the last time you ever heard like the term lukewarm is like?
It's a beautiful term. It's
No, it's a beautiful term, but I always hear it in like a biblical sense. You know what I mean?
1 foot in, 1 foot out.
1 foot out. So, and there's a lot of people, and that's the thing. Like, you know, some people, you know, they want to be vegans, they want to be vegetarians, they want to be things, and that's fine. Are you willing to die for it though? You know, I think out here, like, I don't know, I guess it's a weird thing in life because we're out here living our lives, fighting for what you want to identify and what you want to be, and that's fine. You have a choice. God gave you guys the freedom of choice, the free will of do whatever you want. But hey, some places they'll be like, yeah, you can do whatever you want. Some other places say, yo, you're gonna die if you try that over here. You know what I mean? Based off whatever thing and whatever, and
or how the country's ran.
I don't think people will have the same energy that they'll have over there in certain places.
Yeah.
Because you'll die if you make that choice. You know what I mean?
But
Literal death.
But the thing is it actually you will die? Because, like, I mean, if the person's being is that, they would still be that regardless if they're here or there. It's just that the expression of it now, I think, is what really matters more.
Think of it as a sunroof. We're in a car. A sunroof just slowly taking the light away. That's really it. It's just slowly.
Doesn't mean that the sunroof don't exist.
It exists. It's just
The sun is still hot.
It's
Yeah.
just in this country they gotta press the button and just have that.
Let's just close it.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that. Let's just.
In the car they're still who they are, but then when they leave the country now they're just like and
Back to
drop top.
you know.
So harsh reality of life. You know, some things are conditional for people. Some things are thing. But hey, life is all about choices. Good ones, bad ones, and learning to live with those choices.
Yep.
Now who made a bad choice
This week.
this week? Like,
I would say TTC did.
Ooh.
yeah, I don't know.
We spoke about it, if you could go back to Exhibit A about, them leaving.
Reducing.
We'll just put that link right here. I'm joking.
No,
we
we
will.
will put them
somewhere
yeah.
here.
And
Somewhere
then,
here.
Somewhere around. Wait, what?
Right here.
What?
Over here.
Okay, over there.
I got more headspace.
so, and then now, like literally, was it like the same week or no, last 2 weeks, and now you already have someone being arrested on the subway station. Condolences to the 16-year-old that got stabbed yesterday.
Jeez, man.
Like, I think they probably said, "Hey, we're gonna do something to like." They probably, maybe there's not much cops as before, but obviously something is happening where
There's like an uptick now again.
uptick again. It's not like much of an uptick, but like it's gonna get. It's like they caught the people quick,
Yeah.
Right.
but it still doesn't make it safe. And I know the mayor run is gonna come up soon.
That's
everybody. It looked like everybody's going for mayor.
We really don't have a mayor right now.
I mean, we have someone who's sitting in.
Police, what is it?
But
Police Chief Mark Saunders.
It's a woman.
That is interesting. Mark Saunders.
Who's sitting in?
He wants to run.
He wants to run.
There's Chloe Brown.
I shouldn't say one, but
there's a bunch of people. Mitzi Hunter. There's a bunch of people.
Yeah, there is. There's the running for mayor. This actual thing is about 8 pages long. If you go and check on Canada.ca, not Canada.
Hi, my name is Jay
Toronto.
Ontario.
And Jay DeVille from the Vent is running for mayor. I am running for mayor myself.
Oh,
you might as well at this point.
You know what? What I can do for you in Toronto. First things first. We're gonna that video of Rob Ford showing all the things that these people have to pay for, even though they're making around $300,000 a year. We're gonna cut that.
Just off the.
You know, if the city of Toronto people are paying Green P, I have to pay Green P. The city that's making a lot of money, being in the government, has to pay for Green P parking. I mean, if you think about it, like, yeah, that's one.
and in addition to that, can we have some monthly passes while we're at it?
Speaking of that,
Because that would be great.
speaking of that, I will incorporate TTC and Green P parking to collaborate in a way where we can do TTC and Green P monthly passes. So if you want to park somewhere and take the TTC, we are promoting public transit
That is it.
at an all-time.
How come that has not happened yet?
I'm so shocked. Yeah.
Because
And I
of
guess
I'm
because
dead-
Green
I'm
P is
dead
more
serious.
private. That's probably what it is.
Another thing I will do as mayor is have Carabana continue to bring it back as Carabana. I will be taking Carabana from Scotiabank and calling it Carabana, and the people that were able to serve food, a lot of Caribbean people that were serving food, stuff like that, you're back. You're going to be able to serve your food and soup. Ain't nothing like we appreciate those vendors at the club. Every social event, night, and the one time that it's at day that you can serve food, the city decide to move it out of your way where you can't make any money. And the harsh reality is everything around the city is making money
That's
on this parade. That is one of the biggest events. What, you think people are coming from the States to the X in Canada's Wonderland?
they're not. No.
No, they are not. They are coming here for Toronto, the diversity and the culture of the Caribbean. And I think people should be able to taste the Caribbean, right? So
I don't even throw it back on Eglinton like it's supposed to be.
Eglinton will be completed, okay?
LRT, yeah, please finish.
Eglinton will be completed if I am the mayor. Another thing, housing. We're gonna have to put this a stop to these housing hikes. I don't care about you condos. We need affordable housing for the people that live in that community. We are not pushing the people that were raised and their forefathers, grandparents, all that were building that community. We are not moving them out for a Starbucks. I will not allow that. Okay?
That's
Another rule, we will bring back beef patties to $1.
that would really. They're like 2.6. They're like 2 something right now.
There is no reason why beef patties are not $1.
Yeah. What's going on here?
Some beef patties, one beef patty, is like a price of a loaf of bread. We need to stop.
No, about the same.
You are robbing the consumers. There's barely any patty filling in some of these patties.
That's extra foul.
Wow.
You are
that one hurt.
not
People want
injustice.
the volcano. They eat it. They want the volcano to come out. Right.
Another thing is, fountain pops will have, if you're from anywhere, it has to be unlimited refills. Okay? I am tired of waiting for my food because you're taking long for my food, and I'm halfway down to my drink, and I have to come back and refill, and you say 80 cents. 80 this fist.
Oh.
Wow, violence.
Speaking of violence, mental health therapy will work on implementing a system where people with therapists and stuff like that will be an adequate thing and an affordable thing to help the mental health of people. You know, inflation has affected people a lot. I went to a grocery store myself and I picked up a box of cereal and I stared at it for days, trying to remember what was the original price of this cereal before inflation.
Oh, wow, okay. And which, let's play with the image of it. What cereal box did you pick up?
Corn Pops.
Wow. Corn Pops, okay.
Corn Pops.
It's like $7.99, yeah? For like the...
$7.90?
What? No way.
$3.75.
I should see a 7.
$3.75.
I got a
for cereal.
Hold on.
Family size.
Oh, family size. Family size are like what? $12? $10, $12?
Yo, no. I just remember seeing a price.
Nah.
You know what's the funny thing?
Ain't no way.
You know when it's
more than
hitting.
8.
You know it's hitting when you're like looking at the price. And you say, let me go to the Flip app. And it's just the same price everywhere else. And you're like, oh my gosh. Just gouging people.
For a family
But I'm
size?
joking. I'm not voting for mayor.
That is not
I'm not
really
voting for
anywhere
mayor.
close to
I'm not.
$4. It's like
I'm not gonna become a mayor.
8+.
Hold on. This is ain't no way.
Really
Ain't
looking
no
at
way.
It's not gonna tell you out the gate like that.
Walmart.ca. This is regular though. $4.77.
I told you, for a regular.
But that's the 320 one.
That's
That's
what
a
I
pinch
said.
one. The pinch
small
one.
one is like
and
$4.
and remember these
Family size is like 10.
Keep in mind these things are getting smaller and smaller.
Yo, okay. I opened a bag of chips one day, guys, pretty recently.
Bag.
It was like a Lay's, Lay's. And I opened it and I said, yo, half the bag's done. What the? I want 2 potatoes sliced in there, not one and something. Some people are like chip connoisseurs. Like they study like how much potatoes are in per bag. And someone figured out, no, it went from like 2 potatoes sliced on the bag, and it just magically dropped to 1 and a little bit, right? And the rest is helium.
It's like new design, same great taste.
Sorry, I'm not a chemist. I don't know if it's helium. It's some scientific.
Something that preserves it.
Something preserves it. Something.
New design, same great taste. When you see that new design, same great taste, it's like something's off here.
That's like the craft dinner. The craft dinner now don't taste the same.
Can they have air that's like a different weight contained in the bag?
You see?
It's not
You saying they put
thinking.
helium? Wait, hold on. Did they put helium in the Lay's bags for real? Is that a thing? Is helium in the Lay's bags?
No, but that would make it lighter.
No, that'll make it lighter. No. I don't know which chemical.
Lift.
Specifically, not specifically. Specifically, I don't know which chemical does that. I don't.
But anyway, I just want to see everybody's trying to become mayor.
Out of stock? What? People bought out. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think there's gonna be that. You know, I don't. What is it? Is it election year coming up
This
for the U.S. like presidential
next year? Oh, that's gonna be.
You know, it's gonna
that
be.
means campaigning starting this year.
Just sorry,
Yeah, you know what I can't wait for? This is the one thing I love with the election when they try to when the parties start to dance. I'll say it like this. Sorry for the offending me. Dance for the niggas.
Wow. Yeah, I don't like that either. That's a little.
When they start chucking jiving for us, trying to get I have hot sauce in my bag. No, you do not.
Not them trying to pull all the
I
shenanigans.
can't wait to see on TikTok.
But sad, it's a repeated.
The presidential people trying to get
repeated-
sign on. Could you imagine Joe Biden?
First of all,
A dance hall track?
I will be very
Signal
impressed.
the plane?
Like the TikTok dance moves. Like remember like the.
Oh, I'm
Can you
rolling.
imagine Joe Biden?
I'll be very impressed if you could do that right now. Very impressed.
Ref walk.
Like I don't.
Well, I mean, it would be nice to see Miss Harris as president.
I
she's
don't think
basically
that's.
doing it.
I'm not too sure if that's gonna happen. Trump is out here like.
He got arrested.
Did he really get arrested? I don't know if it's true.
I feel
I've
like
heard
it's
of
a
it.
stage thing, though.
I think it's a
still.
stage thing.
It's a.
The way the cops are running after him, though.
No, I think that was Photoshop, but that was a funny
That was an
picture.
so yeah,
That was an ill Photoshop.
that was a very
But
good.
that is quite scary
What
because I thought it was
happened?
real.
No, that was Photoshop.
No, it's
That was
Photoshop.
all Photoshop.
That's artificial
That's
intelligence.
That's so
Yo,
scary.
but like I looked and I'm like,
No, they got him like, yeah, you know his face, like,
it got it like,
but then I'm like, to the T, stiff arm, ah.
and I was just
Shout out to Max.
like I was looking at it and I was just like, nah, and I kept researching and like, no, this is AI. Like, that's a little.
Oh dear.
Oh dear's right, yeah.
So
Dear.
I just can't, like, he's just gonna pop up and say, hello, I'm back. This is Chumpito. I'm coming back for my second term.
Second.
I know you came here, you guys didn't vote for me the last year, but now I'm back. I'm gonna take over the game as I did before.
That's so
As you see what's going on, this world's been crazy because you guys let a old man that can't ride a bike take over the game.
And he will say that too. Like he will.
He can barely ride a bike. I can ride a bike. I have the COVID. I walked through COVID, breathing it all. So I think it's time. I think it's Trump time. Trump 2.0. I think it's Trump time. Trump 2.0. We're gonna change the game. Make America great again. Part 2.
I can't.
Hey Kanye, I'd love for you to be a part of the campaign. Get some of these black folk. Get some of these conservative folk. Come. I like everybody. I like, hey, Kamala, where have you been?
You're so bad.
Hey Kamala, where have you been? Haven't heard you since Joe Biden fell down the stairs. What's going on?
Oh, that's.
Hey,
She's been everywhere though. She's really stepped in for him.
Has she?
Yeah, man. She's been at like most of these like events now on behalf of him.
Damn, trying to push him out the chair so she can plop down and reign.
I don't know what they're doing.
Reign supreme. But they say they want DeSantis though.
I don't know who the Santos is.
Is it dude that runs Florida?
I just can't wait till they start dancing. That's what I want to see.
I'm
When they start dancing, they're getting it for us.
I hope that people actually have learned from some of the speeches and some of the things that are said, especially when they're like stereotyping. Like, if you don't like this, you're not black.
Yeah, that's
That
that
I hope
is
we learn from that.
still
But it's like the lesser two evils type thing,
wildest
right?
statement.
It's a lesser two evils in a certain sense because it's like
But they're both evil.
exactly.
But you have
So
to
you're gonna
pick
pick which one.
who's less.
It's either you get stabbed and poisoned to death or get eaten by a lion.
Yeah.
That's wow. That's
One is slow.
You're just there like,
No, they're both slow.
you want to die fast or die slow? Pick
because
one.
if you get mushed up by a lion, you're getting literally eaten alive in excruciating pain. I imagine. So
But then you have the other one where you die slowly.
and poisoned. Oh man.
That's not.
How about I don't do any of those?
But think about it. Like
But you gotta pick
the last couple of presidents that actually did want to do good things, they just
Just lift their top up. They drop the top on them.
rock the snot box
Open the sunroof.
That's funny.
dome to a stadium. It's terrible. That's it's Illuminati. Why are you
I said
laughing?
Illuminati.
Why are you laughing?
It's the powers be,
It's that.
man.
No,
Powers
it's
be.
just
No,
like
but
going to
like,
the stadium. I was like, oh shoot.
no, but like that's just
Shot from the. All right. Okay.
no. These people that's what they do. Like
I
when
apologize.
you're doing too much good, and they can't get you on anything else, they will kill you.
They will smoke you
They will. It's a smoke show.
like the barbecue I'm gonna make this year. It's gonna be smoking.
They're gonna kill you. Like if you're doing too much good, like from the Bible, from political parties, from leaders, they gonna kill you if they can't control you. And you do too much good and opening the eyes and give people upliftment that hey, the world can change, and the rich can't be rich all the time, and the broke and the poor can actually they gonna kill you.
What's
they gonna kill
what's that guy's name? Polivera, the conservative. Once he said
Because
he was
for
gonna
the States or Canada.
here Canada, yeah. Once he said he's gonna go after big pharma, I was like, oh, there goes your chances. You might as well just quit now while you're ahead, because
I'm rolling.
yeah, you kind of messed up there.
Big pharmas are different.
You're giving Trudeau some body shots, but once you said big pharma, you're done. You're done ski.
Yo.
Out of here, man.
Another thing that's been happening, a lot of things happened this week.
A lot?
Yeah, man. It's just...
But it's like, it's so much like, I was hearing about the ban TikTok, because we did speak about TikTok, if it should be banned or about not. Mm-hmm. And, like, was it the TikTok CEO?
Yeah, I
said
said
for the
Congress. Temporary.
Yes, for the Congress. I will try to do a fine example of what happened in the thing. And Nerdsy, because it's Women's Month, you will be the CEO. So I'm going to ask you some questions.
Got you.
And
Damn,
I'm going to get
Women's Month, but
no, why did you do that, man?
Even though we should celebrate and have pride as a woman all year.
I am just saying, I'm not...
Just like
you guys
having
are...
pride as a black person.
You guys are doing this. You guys are doing this. You guys are doing this.
No more of the February.
If we are going to be confined
I want February
to 30 days.
I want March, April 2. I want May.
Just letting you know.
I understand.
So Nerdsy.
I'll take August.
What's the the last podcast they were saying this whole thing about black women don't listen. What's the color of a black woman?
What is the color of a black woman? That's a very, very good question.
It's a yes or no answer.
I mean, that can't really be specified with a polarized answer, a yes or no.
Why won't they tell us? We're aware that black people kill a lot of people.
Hey, yo.
And stuff like that.
These
and
statistics, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is our statistics show that Jamaican black people like chicken.
Oh, okay. Right.
What, baked or fried?
Yo.
I cannot answer that question.
It's a yes or no answer.
It's like...
Well, unfortunately, I can't say yes or no because you asked me if baked or fried.
Look here, man.
Okay.
That guy was wilding in the...
Black people.
That guy was wilding.
You black folk like chicken.
Oh, now you're telling me.
Our stats say, and the KFC and Dave Chappelle, we've seen that you folk
folk got it.
have been influencing the kids with your chicken.
I like it.
I need to ask you a question again.
He's like, yeah.
When is that money coming to me now? You guys did support black business, and I understand all that riffraff and urban stuff, but
urban stuff.
When is it coming to me?
When is it coming to you?
It's a yes or no answer.
Wow.
I mean, according
just asking for clarification.
It's a yes or no answer. Yes or no. Will money be coming to me? I know it's a black business, and you guys say it's a black business and support black business, but when is it coming to me?
Wow.
I mean, according to statistics, 6 hours. But sorry. Okay.
It's a yes or no answer.
Wow.
And what color would it be coming?
Wow.
Okay, I was ready for. I was ready for that.
I would hope.
I'm back in, guys. Whoa, that threw me off. What color will the money be? What does that even mean?
Well, if it's coming in Canadian funds, it's gonna definitely be a good assortment of colors.
Could be brown. Could be red, green.
What color is Canadian money?
How quickly is it gonna come back to you? I mean,
what color is Canadian money?
So
imagine someone has a gun to your hand and they're just like, what color's coming?
It's a yes or no answer. So are you telling me Canadian money has color?
Couldn't even process the last question. But okay, sorry. Can you repeat that?
Are you making a fool out of me? So basically, these Congress people are making a fool out of themselves,
like
asking a TikTok CEO all these questions. And I was watching this like, man,
that's hilarious.
Ageism is a real thing.
Facts. It is.
Yeah.
It kind of shows the level of ignorance you have.
Lord forgive me.
If you're old.
Lord forgive me. But have you ever been through certain situations that, like, they probably look at us and say the same thing?
Oh, shoot. I mean,
and I look at them sometimes and they say the same thing.
Oh.
But sometimes some people will just be like, hurry up and go away.
Yeah.
Just go away. Leave me alone. Get out of this position.
Oh, yo.
Hire somebody else.
Yo, that's...
You are not able to run your
Whoa.
position.
I thought I had to bleep something. I don't know where you're going. Okay, continue.
You are not able to run your position.
Some people move like that, though. Mm-hmm. They're like, what are you...
Why are you still here?
They'll be looking at you just like, yo, you're not even qualified.
You want to come here? You guys didn't have the same energy for Facebook. The Facebook people, they actually say they're tracking everything. This man said, yo, we're only tracking your eyes so the filter can work. I never heard of a filter before. You're not supposed to be in that position.
No, but...
You're not supposed to be. If you don't know what a smartphone is, you're not supposed to be there. The world is advancing.
Oof.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You're at the age that you still believe you get your movies at Blockbuster.
And Blockbuster is Netflix now.
Exactly.
On a technicality.
You were probably the last person to get into streaming services. And the only reason you got into streaming service is because there was no other way to get CDs.
Blu-ray was out of Ray.
You had VHS and it became obsolete, and that's the only reason you moved. You did not adapt with the thing. And you are having a leadership role. You!
No, but this is...
You did not adapt. You didn't change. You didn't understand what's going on or anything.
Right now.
But you're the leader. You're the leader. You don't know what's going on with society. I understand you might have some standards.
But that's how politics is, though. There's people that are old as gargoyles. Actual gargoyles. They used to eat people back in the day.
And you aging dog years in them leadership roles. You aging just dog years.
They're just in there. They're trying to apply 1970s logic. And you're like, buddy, we're in 2023.
I swear I just
Get with the times.
I swear I just heard the Jim Crow era is like back in certain places.
So,
why are those people in leadership?
Mississippi, yeah.
Yeah. Same with the revoking of
revoking, like, yeah,
the rights for women,
rights for what, like what?
Children and having children.
Why and that's the thing.
It's like someone had a time pistol and just
there's
shot
certain
Mississippi.
things that just like
Okay, I
for
shouldn't
me,
say that.
time pistol.
They had a time wand and they just wanded over Mississippi, froze it.
Time pistol is wild. Time pistol that just takes you back in the time.
Oh,
Someone's at other day and just
you just wake up.
They get them out of here. Like that'd be crazy. Time pistol?
Yo. Someone please. Someone please don't invent that. Don't invent that. You didn't hear that.
But like,
I mean,
I feel like there's a way to maneuver and learn to adapt with the times. But at the same time, I understand some people have certain standards. Like just because they say, hey, you know, the future is killing everybody. It's like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Let's think this through. You know what I mean? But to be like, listen, the new wave is TikTok because we notice what you guys are doing on Facebook with all these ads. We notice what you guys are doing. Not everybody gets a post. TikTok, you actually have a chance to be an influencer, be successful, and make money.
Right.
And become successful in anything you do. A lot of people are not successful on TikTok, on Instagram, are successful on TikTok because people get to see you.
Which is interesting. Yeah.
Yes, they have the power to make anybody go viral, but sometimes it's literally organic. And they don't like that.
because the control is out of their hands.
At the end of the day, it's all about
control. If you can't. And the funny thing is, how
I
many
don't know what
how many movies, how many things that we've seen where they kill what they can't control? X-Men, Jesus, superheroes,
wait, what?
leaders, influencers. The same thing I just said about people doing good things. They will, if they can't control you, they will kill you or eliminate. First, they destroy your character first. They destroy the character first.
Like the story we read today, which we won't mention, but the story we read before we got together. Yeah.
They'll come for your character. They'll say, "Oh, you're this." Oh, yeah. They'll come for your character. Oh, that person is this. I remember back in the day, he used to be like this. Da, 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 da. Come for your character and try to mangle you up.
Yeah.
And then they can't get that, kill them.
They can't get that.
You think sometimes I think about certain things. I'm like,
Doesn't that sound like it?
how would I can't even hear you in the whisper. You're whispering, but I can't hear you.
I'm saying, doesn't that sound like Kanye?
Sure, but it's at the same time when it comes to Kanye, he did say some crazy stuff that was needed. Crazy, like the thing about it, there's an approach. There's an approach that he had. TikTok did not have a bad approach.
With resolving his issue?
TikTok did no. I'm just saying,
like
just in
TikTok
general,
in
like the
general.
approach. Like TikTok, they had a bad approach. TikTok was like, what was it? Dances. Then a lot of people that had music, their music just got viral after 15 seconds. Then food reviews, and next
Food recipes too.
Yes, and it controlled the way algorithm that hey, your own algorithm is specific to you, and maybe you'll learn some other things from others.
Yeah, they'll time and time again, for those that are listening, it'll sneak in other stuff, but like if it's not interesting, you just go
Because
over
they
it.
can't control it and they can't like monitor it or whatever. Oh, you're leaking our stuff to China.
But guys,
You guys are in debt with the galactic
wait,
universe.
guys. But where is it made from? Wait, no, guys. I don't think you understand. If it's leaking to China, what is this made out of? How was it assembled? Where was it assembled?
Listen to me.
This camera we're recording right now, China. The clothes that I'm
Listen
wearing,
to me.
China.
You want to see a
The
Thanos?
mics that we're talking to you guys,
China. Sometimes you know what I think about? Like, imagine that day if they said, yo,
I don't know, man. It's just...
if China had the power to just go,
But
everything that is made from us,
technically,
disintegrate.
Everyone will be naked, first of all. There'll be a lot of nudity on the streets.
but the unfortunate
Some house
unfortunate
too.
part is they can here in Canada. They can here in Canada. Canada cannot interfere, oppose, or anything that is profiting for China, and that is written in our treaties.
Whoa.
I don't know anything about that. I do not know anything about that.
We cannot interfere any of their profits
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know anything about that.
politically.
A lot of people are on a hush hush for a reason, and I'll leave it at that. But they're coming after TikTok because they can't control it. I believe they can't control it. You know, yes, there's a lot of people that waste a lot of time on TikTok, just like every other social media platform, which is harsh. You know, it is a time consumer. But I can say that on TikTok, I have learned a lot.
Oh, wait, no.
And sometimes if you have like if someone's saying something that's not true, it gets corrected like instantly. Read the comments. Nope, that's not it.
It shows the comments and the duet and stitch. So if your thing is, which by the way, TikTok, you can just upload a 30-minute TikTok if you want.
Now, yeah.
If you want. YouTube Shorts, please, up the time.
No, but
No.
they just want to eliminate.
YouTube Shorts, no, they got to...
Leave the shorts as they are.
No, TikTok is a minute 30.
Yes.
IG is a minute 30.
Yes.
Everyone's behind, or everyone's ahead, I should say.
Let's keep
Compared
the
to
shorts
Google?
as shorts.
Nah, man, Google, you got to up it up.
No.
6 seconds is not
The
enough.
problem is they're noticing that they're not spending time on their apps anymore. That's the clear thing. They're not spending time on their apps anymore. TikTok is the thing.
Not TikTok is the thing.
Like I said, the sunrise thing, that was all TikTok.
You think?
First, yeah.
Imagine TikTok was, and that's the thing. That's a homegrown thing that everybody's coming after Sunrise.
That one particular restaurant in Sunrise. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Well, there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them
Not
too.
the whole. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, imagine that was on Instagram. Sunrise could just go like this. Here's 100,000. Limit the views on those things. Stop all those things from happening. Hey, this is what you do. It's false advertisement. Here's 200 grand. False advertisement. Make it stop.
But then the tool
don't
of
stop,
it is different.
We will suspend that page.
The tool of then TikTok becomes different. Like its usage.
Right.
It would not be a platform for learning as it is right now, or for entertainment, but would more so be a platform for marketing.
No, of course. Of course. But if that's the case, like, I'm just saying in the sense of, like, that community that TikTok brings, that everybody's talking about this, hey, I had an experience, da-da-da-da. You learn from their experience, and then you learn about all these new restaurants. And you learn from that.
Yes.
Sunrise,
Yeah.
as a corporate, if it was one of those things, they probably could just be like, I hate saying Sunrise because
the
you already get it.
franchise, yes.
They could just be like, hey, TikTok, I know that's not your moral compass, but it is now. Here's 200,000.
It is now.
Silence the slander. Silence the slander.
Yeah, but TikTok's
Let's just ruin their comments. Don't let these, and you know what? They do it on Instagram. Do it on Instagram.
And YouTube.
and YouTube.
You know, things I learned about celebrities on TikTok, experiences, and people have their photos. Some people have their receipts. That can't go on Instagram because they could just be like, report.
Yo, that's
This is very true.
$50,000. Let's put a stop to that.
Amen.
It didn't take much. But hey, I guess, and I feel like when it comes to these platforms, it always starts off good early, and then somehow something happens where it just changes.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? First TikTok was this, or the first Instagram was this. Then at one point, they started, we're a Vine page too. We're this page too. Then let's just, Snapchat had this. Okay, we have this. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Sue us? You want to sue us? Matter of fact, WhatsApp? Oh, your Caribbean mothers in the morning? Give me that. WhatsApp is ours.
Yo, that's...
Wow.
That was the... Reconditioned, not reconditioned, what's that term they use?
Revamped?
Not the revamp. When you're imitating something, you're imitating a situation that happened. What are the... Whatever the word is.
What SNL does?
What SNL does. That was a skit of behind the scenes of how Facebook took over IG, Vine, copied Snapchat, bought WhatsApp. Man.
Oh, the vent. Oh, that's cool. Let's just take the struggle bars, the struggle food question, and turn it to, what do you like to eat when you're broke?
Oh shoot! Wow.
Let's
saying
do
that
it.
someone gentrified it.
No. Someone saying gentrified it, but like,
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, there's certain things that stick and people take, but I'm not saying anybody has done that. But it's just a thing. You know?
What just happened?
I'm not saying anybody.
We'll talk about that behind the scenes.
I don't think anybody has done that. It's just, I'm just saying in that aspect, like, people, things do change, and people do.
That's pretty mean information. We didn't talk about that after this.
That did not happen.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. She started a fire that didn't happen. She started something that didn't happen. She just said it to just strike a nerve or something.
Like, what? What they were
I mean, has it ever not happened?
You see.
All right.
You see.
Yeah. Well, we'll hold that one. We'll put a bookmark on that one.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay. The conclusion here is like TikTok, it's crazy. Not that TikTok's crazy, but just people relaying a story to you, and you're just like, it's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. I don't know. The Congress like yelling his I should say his old lungs out. I almost said his young lungs.
You shouldn't be yelling at that at that age.
Like,
you should be giving people wisdom.
Like,
but why? Like, what was
yelling and turning into a lobster? I don't know. It's
like
not
for
that,
real?
it's not,
No, for
it's
real.
not
The
that serious.
judges
Like,
really were lacking a lot of
They're
understanding.
TikTok.
and just vain, like.
And it's crazy when there's a lot of seniors on TikTok as well, though, that interact with the platform.
I don't know if it was the same.
Sorry, I apologize. When I say seniors, I mean people who are over the age of 55, 56, or in
Damn, you
retired,
senior, you're 55.
But some people that age
for like
don't believe
65.
that. Some people don't believe that as a senior. So we are generalizing things once again.
retirement age.
Yeah.
Whatever is considered retirement.
Nah, but I think the CEO, he was like, yo, TikTok is the only one. No, it was a video on TikTok I saw where TikTok's the only platform where it has young children, young teenagers, young adults,
everybody.
adults, elders, very old. Like, it has everybody. Meanwhile, Facebook is like the older crowd. IG is like the
because they capitalize on the whole market.
right.
They did.
They capitalize. There's some dangers to that, but they capitalize on. I guess that's a whole different. I guess.
But they did a lot of things to make that happen. I mean, a lot of young people or the generation after us have done a lot of things where they've collaborated with their grandmothers or grandfathers.
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
They
yo,
include
They've
them
done
in the
cool,
joke.
interesting stuff. Yeah.
yo, that's a really
That's
good.
actually one of the biggest things that TikTok has actually done. And that's really going back to branding of family ties, building relationships. They've done a really good job in marketing.
Like Caribbean TikTok part, like, and it's like each segment you have Christian TikToks, you have this TikTok. Caribbean TikTok is hilarious. Jamaican TikTok, this culture TikTok, that culture TikTok. You're getting all different cultures, face, beliefs, this, that, and the third, based on whatever you have in the power of your hands. But people don't like that being controlled, so I saw it go.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know if it'll be banned though. That's a conclusion.
Still think it should be.
I think they already banned. I think they already banned it for underage, in certain states.
Yeah.
I still.
I've
Well,
heard
here in
that.
Canada.
I heard some states, but I don't think it'll be banned. Well, they banned it for government phones in Canada.
Needs to be banned for a bit.
Well, I wish them all the best.
Yeah. I hope whatever legislation chooses and whatever route that they end up going works out for everybody.
Oh Lord, I just realized the relationship question is long.
Oh.
I have to read that. So,
You want me to read it? I can read it. If you don't want to read it.
That is crazy.
if you, I mean,
What's the
there's
initial
couple.
statement?
There's one. There's my boyfriend's parents won't let me stay at their house anymore because my family's cultural beliefs means my boyfriend isn't allowed to stay at mine.
Wait.
That's so that.
Anyways,
That's a lot, but it's like,
Whoa,
it's like
that's
4 heavy
there was a lot. It
paragraphs.
was a very heavy sigh.
You by experience, you know
There's
that.
just so many things.
wow.
Oh,
Okay.
So many. I could talk 10 times for this. Like that topic.
Because
There's-
someone I collaborated before, they weren't allowed in the house at all.
Yeah. And I have all the different perspectives for that one too.
Like they're like don't bring your boyfriend here. Period.
Yeah.
No exceptions or nothing.
This is how I see
was
it.
like, oh shoot.
Because it's
Oh, I
like
guess we're gonna go
going.
with that one. Okay.
Because that one.
I think we can make it kind of short and sweet, sort
There's
of.
no short and sweet with that one.
Oh wow.
This is how I see it. Okay, I'll explain. Let me explain this. I'll say this. Hold on.
You know what? Let's preface and put a thing. This may be traumatic.
Oh shoot. Wow.
Yes.
May be
Yes.
trauma inducing.
That's the
This may be
I shouldn't rub-
something.
I shouldn't burn my hands. That
Not
was
for
too-
I'm.
But to those who may relate, this just tread lightly.
This is the only thing I can say, and I know it may sound crazy. I know it may sound weird, and I know some people they might not understand it. Whatever your parents say about their house goes.
Yes.
You can't shake it. You can't shift it. You have to find your own way, your own house.
To do your
When it's their house, it's their house, their rules. I don't care how much bills you pay. I don't care how much things you had to do. I don't care what it is. What your parents say at your parents' house goes. That is your parents.
Yes.
You have no say to that. It might not be reasonable. You can discuss and maybe things will change.
Right.
But as long it's at your parents and they have a choice because it's their yard.
It.
Do you disagree? Is there something you want to say? It's a tough burn.
I agree with your statement. I will start there.
It makes a relationship tough though.
However,
Okay.
it's the lack of humanity that people then engage in upholding that statement. That's the part that I cannot deal with.
Care to
Because-
explain?
Oh, baby.
Please. Please do tell. Do tell.
We're gonna have a story time.
When I tell you,
Oh no! Oh wait.
Oh, where's the tissue box? Oh,
There's lunchbox.
But essentially, it's the fact that some
like-
people's
there's like paper
background.
towels
Trust me,
on
there's more fire than there is tears, because it just makes me so angry when I meet people who have that type of perspective. And yes, like I said, I do agree with the fact that any rules that are established here with this in the family or the parents, it's their house, it's their rules. I agree, 100%. However, there's a point where people start to make their children property.
Oh.
They start to make a level of extortion. And like I said, the engagement of reducing someone's humanity, lack of courtesy or anything like that. The same way where it's like some people will not even allow your partner or your other person to come into the house or even have access to the house. It's like, how are we building family if they're not allowed and you're not actually getting to know who this person is? You're not showing or having or building any type of relationship with your child's person. You're not giving any input to the benefit or health or well-being of your child's partner. There's all these other factors where I say there's a lack of humanity put into it now because you want to protect your home.
That's fair.
The other being that some people can be in the space and will not let you use their utilities.
Whoa, geez. Like,
I have encountered that.
so you come in and just like, don't use my washroom.
Don't use my washroom. Don't use my anything. So if you
What?
need to use the washroom, you need to leave.
No.
Yo, that's.
Okay. In regards to the first point of, like I understand what you're saying in that aspect. I believe that some parents, I would just assume, some parents believe that they're doing a service or a favor for you, because I don't know why. Some it's like, they're trying to protect you. Some it may be, if this person can get through this wall of thing, this person can get through everything. The logic is not the greatest, but like
I can see
it can hinder the relationship. And then some people will be like, well, if that person is mad and doesn't want to be in a relationship, they're probably not meant for you in the first place.
which is.
I don't know. It all depends on, that battle of that aspect.
Go back to the whole like this. It's a weird test. Like, well, if they
No, sometimes it is a weird test.
And that's the other thing. So for me, that whole testing thing is like, oh, if you really are supposed to be here, then you'd figure it out and learn how to get it. And it's like, okay, but say they do learn how to get it. This is the other thing. This is the other thing where it's like,
Yeah, don't touch my steak though.
No. Unfortunately, sometimes, and I'm not going to say that all people, but like some scenarios where they have sheltered those who have sheltered their child to actually not be able to participate in other people's homes or be in other people's homes. When they finally get into their own home or into a space with their partner, some of them end up having to have the highest level of domestic abuse.
Oh, wow.
I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking about, oh, you don't even know how to wash plate? No.
That's another one.
Yeah, like it's learning different.
Yeah.
Which is fair. It's just fair.
So
I say that it's fair.
So the DV, it increases because
Yeah.
the parents like just.
Because, okay, you don't get to actually know how this person operates in a home. So they're nice on paper because they take your child out or you take them out. But it doesn't mean that you know how they are in a household.
Right.
That is tough.
Right?
I mean, yeah, that's tough.
You never seen them in that space. How do you know?
But how do you know? The thing about it, the flip side, how do you know if that parent didn't notice that already and that's why they don't want them in the house?
And that's another thing.
It's the flip, and that's the thing. Some parents, I think, some parents are not.
That.
I could say some parents are not the smartest people when it comes to certain things.
Well, there's some people that are just not smart, but that's.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's
but
true.
But people.
Yeah, some people are not smart of all that, but at the same
Being
time,
able to read people, yeah.
I do think there's a way to work through that and then learn how to maneuver. It's hard because it's like, now you're in a situation, next your parent, their parent allows you to go to their house and it's like, oh, I don't know if you talk to your parents like that, but if a parent finds out that they don't let you in their house and say, well, we're not going to let that person in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Those things happen.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
now it becomes a feud.
Like a tit
Now
for
it's
tat.
like Romeo Juliet type thing,
Mm-hmm.
like toxicity in between the parents and stuff. It's like, oh, they might not like because of your culture, this and that or whatever, and it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough, but the way I see it is very.
Let me speed through it just for those listening, just the context of this scenario. So once again, the title is My Boyfriend 25, M for male. Parents won't let me, 23, F for female, stay at their house anymore because my fam's cultural beliefs mean my boyfriend isn't allowed to stay at mine. Cultural beliefs.
Yes. So
Yeah.
culture also includes religion sometimes.
Yeah.
So I know if you're a Christian, there's the concept that you're not to be sleeping in a person who is not considered your husband and or wife's bed. You're not to have sleepovers unless they are your wife or husband.
Right.
That is it.
Now, let me bust the rhymes through this and read through this fast. Hold on. So, for context, I've been allowed to stay at my boyfriend's house for 2 years now. In recent times, his mom has created a problem with telling my boyfriend that I'm not allowed to stay, making me feel uncomfortable and being condescending to the point where I sometimes left the house, gotten kicked out. The excuses have been that his sisters don't have their boyfriend over, and instead they stay at their boyfriend's houses. Okay, which means that since they started doing that, my boyfriend has not been allowed to let me stay over. Okay.
Oh, I see what the ploy is. Got it. Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's just different gender.
No, she wants him to get the hell out of the house.
Whoa, okay.
The sisters go to their partner's house
Boom, like
because the men already have their own established being and
like
place
the
and
like
dwelling.
Okay.
like the child
So,
leaving the nest type
Right.
of thing.
Yeah.
So the fact that she is going to him and he doesn't have his own established home is contradicting.
They want him to get
They
established
want
first.
him to get established before
And
she
then-
starts entertaining anyone.
Well, at the same time,
okay.
but hold on. Let me break that
But
part
read,
down.
continue
Hold
reading,
on.
continue reading. Because maybe, because they say culturally, right?
Because at the same time, if you have your own house, you could do whatever you want in your own house.
Right.
I'm not gonna let some people I'm not gonna let you bring your gal here and do whatever you want in my house.
Right.
But
Now to pick up, his parents that know culturally as Middle Eastern girl, it has been a lot to even tell my parents that I have a boyfriend. Whoa, okay. Since that though, my parents, okay. But the parents love the boyfriend, treat him kindly, okay. He's over all the time. The only limit is my dad does not want him sleeping over, right? Same bed, in the same bed. He's allowed to sleep in another room, different mattress for cultural reasons, okay? In my culture, it's taboo to have sex out of marriage. My mom knows when I stay over at my boyfriend's house. She keeps it a secret from my dad, which is okay. But it's the only way to ensure one of them know where I
where
am.
you are, safety.
As I hate lying, okay. My mom has no problem with it, but my dad is still backwards in the sense that one, he knows my boyfriend and I have been on they've been on trips together. Two, he's not stupid enough to think all these times I've stayed over places that I would have stayed at my boyfriend's. At this point, he's not just wanting to believe that I'm in a sexual relationship, which is okay. It has taken him a lot of time, and he is so progressive compared to the other dads in our community. It's okay. So it's one thing at a time for him, which I understand. Okay, back to my boyfriend's parents. His mom seems to have a problem with me only, not treating me the same as his sister's boyfriends, even though I make effort or make an effort every time I come over. She instillly was fine with us staying at his. Then weeks would go by and I would ask my boyfriend why he hasn't asked me to stay over, and he'll say his mom cracked and told him no more for the time being. So naturally I would get upset as she's not consistent with this. My dad has been consistent from the start. She goes into last week I stayed over 2 days, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. The following day, he said they had a conversation and she told him that since you're not allowed to stay at her house, she's not allowed to stay here anymore. It has to be a blanket rule. So that's what you brought up, the tit for tat. He tried to explain that the cultural belief are the only reason why my dad won't let him, and otherwise he has a good relationship with my dad. Okay. But his mom sort of brainwashed him, and he told me that he feels that it's unfair that my dad won't let him and he wants me to speak to my dad about it. I got very upset because he understands how far my dad has come.
So basically, the mothers are the problem.
And letting us be together, telling my family about him and being open to his daughter having a boyfriend. I'm just gonna go. Okay, so too long to read.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to read it.
Maybe I should have read that first.
Yeah, that's why I left it alone. I was like, I didn't want to read it, but I just wanted to go into that thing.
Basically,
What's the end of it?
my boyfriend's mom won't let me stay at their house anymore because my dad won't let him.
Right.
For cultural reasons. She's always been rude or had it out for me because she doesn't treat his sister's boyfriend this way. My boyfriend is torn and agrees with her that I should ask my dad to let him stay. But I'm upset that his mom suddenly has had this shift.
Yes.
And don't believe my dad is really the problem here.
Well, both of you guys have a problem, I'll say. You both have to speak on your both parents, so you guys could both. I understand the cultural aspect. You guys both have to have a discussion. Both of you guys have a discussion.
Yeah.
It can't be just one side, and then the other side is not chatting. You both have to have a discussion, and then, but at the same times.
But we're also saying that the parents are now involved in their relationship.
Right, but at the same time, I don't think people know how to talk to their parents at the same time. You can't be like, I love him, and no, that's not gonna work.
Right.
You have to have that conversation in a way that it builds some type of trust, builds some type of accountability, because they're still going to see you as a kid regardless.
Understood.
So I think there's a way to go about it. I don't know, because depending on what culture, how you guys see fit, but there has to be a way to go about it. You can't just be like entitled to the fact that, because your parents, what your parents say goes in their own house.
So,
right.
But if the parent also has, like, the whole thing with the parent being condescending and disrespectful to the gal or does it, that your partner has to speak to their parent
and be like,
be like, yo, you're treating the one I'm pursuing a certain way. Why is that? Why, you need to stop.
But I mean, he
Respectfully,
clearly
though.
knows why.
I know, but he has to set some, like,
But he's in
and that's
agreement.
the thing. I've always heard the thing about, like
agreeing
women
with the mother. Well,
Yes, he's agreeing to his own mother.
But that's not okay if that's the issue. Because, the thing about it, I do hear, like, I've heard situations where, the girl will be the one that's able to fend for the relationship, but the guy doesn't really, like, fend in that sense. It could be the other way around, too, but I've always heard that situation where someone's battling and the other person is not. You're just accepting the fact that this is how it is. At the same time, I think a discussion has to happen in order to make some adjustments or whatever. But
so we're not gonna call shots about the mother backtracking.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because the mother was,
because they were doing this for 2 years.
Yeah,
She didn't say anything,
and
now she's backtracking only on the premise that he's not allowed to sleep over.
because it's kind of disrespect. I guess they see it as disrespect that we're showing this love and they're not showing love to my child.
Is it that? Would you want your son to be sleeping over at your daughter's house?
At their daughter's house?
Well, at the daughter's house.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is, I'm not saying. Hold on. Here's the thing. If there's an equal thing going on,
And I mean, she's being consistent to her own rule. The sons of her daughters, or the son-in-laws to her daughters, are not sleeping at the house. They're going to their house.
there has to be some type of consistency.
She should be consistent.
There has to be some type of consistency. But obviously there wasn't from the start. So since that happened, they're like, yo, I'm bringing my pitney over there, so and they're treating her that way, then no, that can't go on over here.
But the father doesn't know either, so she's also deceiving.
There's a whole bunch of mix up. But at the same time, I do believe
that
there has to be a discussion on both parties. Like, there has to be a discussion, and then you guys have to figure out how you guys are gonna maneuver that relationship.
Right.
At the same time, I guess, yeah.
Here's my question now. Here's my real question. In this squabble, is this promoting that they actually learn to live with each other and actually eventually move out, or is it not?
it doesn't sound like, they're moving. Like, There's no talking of like, hey, we're gonna, like, yo, we're gonna like,
Help you guys to move out.
They don't
You
want to
guys
move
clearly-
out. It doesn't sound like they're ready to move out. It just sounds like they're ready to. They want the family to be a part of it, right?
Is it that they want the family to be a part of it?
I think they want the family to be okay with whatever they're
Like,
trying to
yeah.
accommodate.
yeah,
Yeah, to accommodate. I mean, one is 23 and the other one's 25.
right, yeah.
At the same time, yo, I guess
Who
In
has a
certain
full-time job at that time?
and in relationship, the big issue is based off so much variables. Things can change when they move in together, like we spoke about. Like you can live together, you're good at your house, but now you're living together, and you're like, man, you don't do this like you do it at the house.
Oh,
But of course, everybody acts different when it's their parents' house too.
Exactly. So
People don't act how they would
It's-
act in their own.
there's so many variables, but at the same time, I think you guys have to be respectful to your parents and have that discussion. I don't think you can try to muscle your way through. This is my person. I love him. And that doesn't matter. Your parents probably love you too.
It does matter. Let's not dismiss that. It does matter. Because when you have your partner, okay, look at it like this.
Cause you know what happens sometimes. You could be fighting for that partner and it doesn't work out. Your parents are gonna be looking at you like, ha! How did that go? You want to fight me over this person and how, look at you.
But why is it a fight? Why is it not a...
It shouldn't be.
And that's what I'm saying.
It shouldn't be. But
Where are the rules of encouragement? Where is this where... This is also a part
there is
of
rules of
your
encouragement. Sometimes, but at the same time, you gotta keep in mind your parents been on the world longer than you sometimes, and
This is
there's certain
true.
things they see that you don't see.
This is also true. But that's what I'm
It's
saying.
such a battle, but the communication between the parents has to happen. So there's some type of sense and there's some type of process of how to go about it. You know what I mean?
From the child.
From the child and the parent. They have to have some type of conversation because they don't have a conversation. It's either you deal with it or you're gonna muscle, and then it's gonna be even more worse. Next thing you know, you're kicked out of your damn house because you're trying to run your own way. There has to be a conversation, and or
throw this out there too.
you gotta prove that you are like. Sometimes as a child, you have to prove that you are responsible to your parents.
That is fair. But they also have to ask for that level and that criteria too.
Of course, but that's where communication comes to play.
Cause I don't
That's
say
natural.
like, at this
And
point,
your actions, yeah.
they should like just rent out. They should do like an experiment where they just
Rent out a place together.
yeah and see how it goes. Cause
But that's where the cultural issue
The culture would be like, no, you can't
because
do
you
that.
can't do that. That person is not your other half. You are not wedded to them. And that's where the biggest part of this whole controversy really
oh,
starts.
I was gonna say. I mean, one
In
of them has
general?
to one of them has to move out and not,
But even then, so
and then just like
it's still-
sneak the other person.
still a controversy because of that. They're not married. That is the biggest part of
Yeah.
it. And I know it like the back of my hand. This is where I say it. I know it like the back of my hand.
'Cause I know some women have to deal with that.
Yeah.
Like, deal with the.
I've definitely
And
have
just
been
like,
one of
hey,
those
man,
people.
hey,
We're just like, yo, you guys not
not
married.
that bad for
Yeah.
me, type thing.
Guys are not married. You should not be here.
I'm just saying. There's certain things that I don't have to deal with. It's like just like women have privileges,
Even-
men have privileges too.
Even this, here's this, where say you're young, and this is why I say the humanity part of it, right? Me, I grew up with my mom looking at it like, you're a person. If say your needs or whatever, say you get drunk, right? The last thing I'm going to do is kick you out of my house because I don't want you as a male person in my home just because you're not married to my daughter. So now you have to stagger and stumble outside, intoxicated, and let it be.
Right.
Sometimes I don't know how and I've grown up knowing this as my like way of living, right? I can't, from that, like the way that my mother has raised me, I cannot look at people without that eye where it's like, you are now responsible for somebody. And then on top of it, I have bartending as a skill.
Where you are.
You are liable if this person walks out from you serving them under the influence or over their limit. And you now, even if they get into a car accident, you are responsible. So knowing that, the way my mother raised me, knowing the liability that certain situations can happen, even if you are not the person directly affected, you can be a cause and the catalyst to that escalation.
Right.
And seeing how those liabilities roll out, I'm like, honestly,
Nah.
I would rather not.
Yeah.
Personally. So to see somebody like be kicked out on the curb because, well, you're not married to my person. You're not married to my child, and therefore, sorry, you gotta go.
Which is
That's the thing.
That's wild to me.
that's
It is, but it's just, I don't know, culture, parent, like when you put culture and traditions and stuff like that, it's a very, because
That's why I
you
say-
could be raised differently, they could be raised differently, and then it becomes, I guess,
But why should the other person get the scolding instead of your child? That's the part where I
that's
say
that's the
you should
biggest.
hold the head over and the responsibility on your child because they're not uplifting and keeping to your standards. Don't put it on the other person because
You
your
never
child
know,
never
because
did it.
next thing you know, you find out that it's not even his standards he's worried about. It's the girls or the guys. It's the other partner. It's stupid, but it's such. That's why I'm saying it's like there has to
But you
be
wouldn't
a
get into those
communication
situations.
because, yeah, I know.
But that's what I mean by holding the standard. You would not get into that situation if this child is holding the standard. Prime example, if you guys are going to go out and you get intoxicated, your kid would be responsible because they know you can't crash at my place. So I'm not going to get too wasted. I'm not going to get too drunk. I'm not going to get all these things. My house is not a limit. Like, it's not an offered thing. It's not an offered space. So
Right.
they would know not to actually offer it. They would know not to do things, behave in ways where it can be a suggested question. All of that. That's upholding what your parents have doctrined you with. Right? But if you're not capable of doing that, why should the other person get blamed?
which doesn't people. I guess it's a halo effect with their child. It's just like some people think like, oh, my child can't do no wrong. My child's not trying to give me the runaround, get a one up on me.
It's
nah,
not
you're corrupting my child. Yeah,
Right?
that's right. Yeah.
No,
What do
it's
you-
one-
Well, there's
PM,
that too, but at the same
drive.
time,
Your
At the
child
same
should
time-
be driving.
there's a lot of things. There's a lot of reasons why, and I think that's where the
fine.
communication lies with the parents. Some parents don't feel like they need to, like, I don't know. Some parents don't feel like you need to talk to them about that. That's just how they way, and then you just have to learn to maneuver all that, which is tough. Cause like, it's tough, but I don't know. I think
They're gonna have to sit down with.
they're gonna have to have a conversation, not with like the partner around, like you and your parent, like be like, yo, because it sounds like it's the same thing on both sides. And the problem is, what would be even more of an issue is if you both are on the same side trying to fight for this relationship to work. I feel like relationship will work.
Right.
But if one person fight and they get through, and the other person decides not to,
They'll
but
always
he
have
wants to
conflict.
come in and be
Yeah.
like, yo, and that happens a lot of time. That's not okay.
They'll always have conflict. Yeah.
The way I see it, they have to bring their 100, and the other person has to bring their 100, and then put it together.
But the other part too is that I would hate if they get into a space where they now come together, but it's only on the stance of no one, like, just on the stance of like no opposition, not even a working
But
it out.
I feel like that's if there was no opposition. Now they got now it's
Or,
like
sorry,
opposition.
all opposition, no working it out.
So yeah, so opposition on both sides. They say they're gonna do it together, and then now they're in this thing
Situation.
together.
Yeah.
Together. I think, like you said, you'll learn more about that individual now that there's no two opposition.
But
As
why
sucks
would-
as it happens.
Yeah, like, why
it
would I want
sucks,
that?
But I think
See, and then
that's
people
all
wonder
we're-
why they don't get to talk to their kids after how many
right,
years.
and that's the thing with That's the thing with relationships and choosing the right ones. You gotta. It's tough. That's how it all starts, right?
Yeah, man.
That's
See?
the battle of it all. So
It's one of those ones where people are thinking it through, yeah. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, you force this person out, and then it's like, they decide to band together, and then they band together and do it, and then it's like, then you don't see your own kid. You lose having that relationship, or you risk reducing your relationship because of the situation, right? You also, what else? I'm just trying to think of
it's
like,
all these stipulations.
yeah, like there's so many things, or like just the fact that the relationship now doesn't go the way. Are these parents going to take these kids back? Are they gonna do that?
Right.
Well,
That's the.
I'm gonna wish those people. I'm gonna wish those people the best because I don't know how you go about that.
Besides, like, well, the first step, yeah. I think everyone should at least sit and have a discussion. And be like, are you guys serious with this relationship? You are? Well, this is what I need you guys to do.
Right.
I think,
And then go from there, yeah.
for me, I think there's this side and that side. That side needs to sort that out. That side needs to sort that out, and then somehow make it work. It's tough.
Good luck to you, man.
Good luck to yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, if it doesn't work out, I can definitely see you in the near future, miss. Recognize that your partner may always agree with their mother and will not defend you.
Oh, that's all.
And I say may always.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll discuss that because that's something in itself. that's part one.
Let's just take that
situation.
in. Yep.
You might need another what would you female representative
A
to help you, the 2R2 or something or something that you can discuss that because I always heard that whole debate and
Mama's boys.
I stay out of that.
That would be an example of it.
Oh,
that's but yo
plugs. We got to plug because that's a whole nother hour.
Let's wrap it up. I'll just say to that couple, love conquers all. I don't know. Anyway, let's just wrap this up. Nerdsy,
Hi, hey, what's going on? So it's your girl, Z, aka the Nerd Z, and you can definitely follow me on Instagram. You can also check out my photography page at @zz.studioto. And the website's definitely back up, but instead of .ca, we're gonna do .co, C-O. So definitely find me on Instagram, like I said, at the Nerd Z with 3 Z's, THENERDZZZ, and look out for my photography page where you can find it at zzz.studioto. Enjoy.
Delnijiro, DELNIJIRO. Support on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. That's really it. I mean, that's it. That's all. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for this track, yo.
I
want the D, the E, the L, the L, the I, the G, the I, the O, Jiro. Yeah, I'm here for it.
That's okay.
I'm here for it.
I want to say, I'll say soon. And I'll leave it at that, soon.
And you gotta have the Harlem Shake when it.
Oh!
Listen, the Harlem Shake is hilarious.
Harlem Shake it.
Okay.
That is hilarious.
That is funny.
You can follow me, Jay Hunterville. There's a boy called Pod Out. What else is happening? Keep posted. There's gonna be an event. I seen it on thing. I think was it Martin Palmer's promoting it? I think I'm gonna be there. I just might be there. It's a sound. I think it's like a Sound Clash thing. Movado versus Vibes Cartel.
Oh, sure. Wow. Okay.
God willing, I'll probably be there. Because that sounds like amazing. That's bringing me back. Free world boss. Guys always say. Twitch, Lou Pistols. Currently playing The Quarry. That's it for me. It's just been busy. I'm gonna be out and about soon in April. It's gonna be crazy. But if you have any questions, concerns, complaints, or collaborations, send it to usevent@gmail.com. We're on the theventpod on IG. We're on all your daily streaming platforms. If we're not, let us know. Thank you guys for watching. If there's anything you want to listen to that disclaimer. And you guys be safe, and Any complaints that I get after this, I'm gonna call you out by name.
Oh, okay.
We're not generalizing anymore.
Oh wow.
Because you want the smoke, you want to jump in front of that bullet, yeah. Let's just scratch off that list. Let's just put it out there.
It's like Death Note.
Yeah, 45 seconds. Anyway, this is the we out. Peace.
Peace.
Wash your